the Twin Cities. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K's Payday.
Hey Kevin, we have...
He sure does. Fantastic, David, thank you. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. Now, here is Russell. And Beasley, here we go. Towns, Morant with the steal.
I'm open right here.
Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Brooks right side. Over Beasley. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Okogie. Passes it to Russell. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Brooks outside. From past the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got 5.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
Here's Okogie. Stolen by Winslow. The pass to Valanciunas. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Jackson finds Brooks. Back to Jackson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Outside, Russell. Beasley outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jake Layman comes in for Malik Beasley. Now, here is Russell. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant kicks to Winslow. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's Memphis with another. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
They could use a bucket, and the rejection by Jackson. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And a good call. Towns, one of the best in the league with the catch and flush.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Back to Brooks. The dish to Valanciunas. Out to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, that is a very impressive, quick first step by Josh Okogie. Hard to defend that.
Brooks kicks to Winslow. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Morant against Johnson. Out to Brooks. Back to Valanciunas. Tries again. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And Valanciunas no good on that one. Back to Anderson. Goes back up. Count the basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Pass to Layman, and here's Culver. Over Valanciunas, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Well, you don't see off guards inside all the time, but Culver, with his size and skill, does a nice job doing the dirty work to get to the foul line.
Here's Jones. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies up 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Johnson, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones, Johnson goes in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Johnson. Second shot opportunity. No good that time. Some solid defense from Clark. Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. Feeds it to Clark. And it's in there.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting. Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Melton feeling it out a bit, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
It's picked off, pushing it up, and then Culver with the dunk.
When Culver gets inside positioning like that, he bounces up with ease, and he's ready to bang it home.
Outside, Jones. Anderson outside. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. And it's Johnson penetrating, and it's Johnson with the jam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. But they'll get another chance. Clark outside. 5 to shoot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And it goes down 2 points. And it's now only a 1-point Grizzly lead.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Anderson. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Minnesota?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here's Melton. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. And again, Memphis no good. Minnesota with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Noel plays it up and banks it in. Noel's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Here's Gutter. Johnson with the block. And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Beasley. Russell looking it over. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Boy, despite his youth, I love the attitude Towns has because it's infectious and he seems to have the attributes of a genuine leader.
Russell against Morant. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And another miss by Memphis.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And that concludes the first half. Timberwolves ahead as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They did give up a couple.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Morant. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant. And they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Jackson against Hernan Gomez. Pulls up. Here's Brooks, and there's the feed to Valanciunas. Takes the 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
And the dunk by Winslow.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Jake Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. The Grizzlies also making a change. Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Minnesota in the lead, and they're on the break. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Boy, such a dangerous threat in transition. I mean, once Beasley gets a step on the defense, goodbye.
Brooks finds Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Now Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Morant left side. Here's Jackson. It counts, and the foul. It goes on Jarrett Culver. So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Jackson. Jones for three. Shot clock reset for Memphis.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And then Culver with the dunk.
A little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
And when he comes in there with that tomahawk, that's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
Clark, the pass to Gutteridge. Memphis moving that ball around. Passes it to Melton. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Clark. A second chance effort. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
To the left side wing. Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First trip to the line for him here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Timberwolves lead by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Lehman, D'Angelo Russell out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Morant dishes to Valanciunas and stolen by Russell. Here's Okogie. Brooks covering. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And it's Clark in the corner. Valanciunas against Towns. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Morant passes to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
There's the lob to Towns. That shot no good. The Grizzlies shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Morant finds Clark. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Beasley's checked in for Minnesota. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Inside, here's Brooks. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And it's Russell missing. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Back to Jackson. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. Brooks outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Beasley, and a lot of contact on that one. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And the basket by Jackson. Timberwolves trail. It's Russell with the drive. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Jackson passes to Winslow. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Russell finds Hernan Gomez.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Pass to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by Morant.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Russell. And it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis leading by 4. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Morant looking around. Brooks the pass to Morant. Memphis moving it around. And finished off by Morant.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Throws it up high. Pass to Okogie. Dishes it to Beasley. Here's Okogie. To the paint. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's the break. Jackson finds Valanciunas. Morant outside. From the top of the key. And another basket for Memphis.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. He doesn't bleed blood, but he bleeds cold blood ice. Russell tearing hearts out down the stretch.
Out to Brooks. Fires from deep. But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Here's Minnesota.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Morant passes to Winslow. Back to Morant. Offline. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
for the land of the free.
It's the NBA on 2 and the starting group for the Spurs. Trey Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Now here's Morant. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Here's Jackson, and he converts the layup.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Now here's Jackson. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
You have to like that move by Forbes. The dribble drive adding dimension to his game.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Morant passes to Valanciunas. He gets it in there. Now here's Murray. On the wing, DeRozan. And they double up DeRozan. Feeds to Forbes. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Morant kicks to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Stolen by Winslow. Here's Brooks. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge against Jackson. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, he's got that long wingspan. You saw it right there on that play.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. White comes in for Bryn Forbes. Outside DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Good.
Such a well-coordinated athlete. Rudy has no trouble catching it and then doing something with it.
Morant against Murray. Morant passes to Jackson. Connects on the 17-footer. Jackson's got 6 points. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Now here is Aldridge. Here's Gay, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the long-time NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but, boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
Now Walker following Tyus Jones's 3-point attempt. The kick out to Walker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Back to Pirtle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Gay against Clark. Bucket is good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
San Antonio trailing here. To the left wing. To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Pirtle using his frame well, drawing the defense into him on his shot.
The Spurs have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Pass to Gutteridge. To the inside. Clark kicks to Anderson. Back to Jones. To the middle. Here's Clark. Kicks it out to Jones. Hits the three-point bomb. Jones has got 5.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Walker. And he banks in the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jones, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Here's Gay. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Rudy Gay picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Memphis out in front. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Gutteridge in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Anderson outside. Looking for Clark. And he...
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Mills dishes to Pirtle. Another shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. And Derek White subbed in for Patty Mills.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Melton. Back to Anderson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jones for 3. Bellinelli pulls it in.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Good on the shot. Forbes has got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Melton, covered by Lyles. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Pirtle. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Bellinelli.
You see with DeMar, the long step on the drive, then quick to go airborne.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Here's Aldridge. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
As a coach, this is how you like your plays to end. Aldridge with a high percentage look.
Here's Melton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. White the pass to DeRozan. The pass to Lyles. Back to DeRozan. Clock at 6. Inside. Lyles no good. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Melton. Up and in on the layup. Melton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Right side Aldridge. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. DeJounte Murray comes in for Bryn Forbes. 1:49 left now here in the second. Back to Winslow. Pass to Brooks. Jackson has the open look. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so Aldridge will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. There's the feed to Brooks. And stolen by White. In transition, here come the Spurs. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant surveying the D. Valanciunas inside. He's covered by Gay. Morant kicks to Jackson. And another miss by Memphis.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
DeRozan on the wing. And it's Gay at the elbow. 5 on the clock. Trying to end the drought. DeRozan's shot is off.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
San Antonio leading. 27 seconds left in the first half of the game. And White kicks to Murray. This is to Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gay's got 6.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on DeRozan.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And so he hits both.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
And that'll do it for the first half of
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game, great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. We've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. Murray out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Back to DeRozan. He dishes it to Aldridge. Can't connect from short range. Memphis leading.
You look back at that 2019 draft. Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Out to Morant, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And San Antonio with the change here, too. White's checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Morant comes with the double team. Murray kicks to Forbes. Pass to Lyles. The kick out to Aldridge. Clock is at 3. Murray for 3. Cloak loose, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Winslow. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Here.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Aldridge with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Lyles passes to Aldridge. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And that one's good. Morant. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Such a wide open look. Murray's got his first points in this one.
A lot of teams bait Murray into taking this shot, and he obliges by knocking it down.
To the paint, and it's Clark in the corner. Passes it to Anderson. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Anderson kicks to Clark. Memphis moving it around. Here's Morant. Softly drops in the floater. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The pass to Lyles. Right side Aldridge. Pass to White. Back to Aldridge. White trying to get open. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by White. Aldridge has got 6 in the quarter.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Morant outside. And stolen by Murray. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And White kicks to Aldridge. In the corner, Murray with it. Outside, White. 6 to shoot. The dish now to Aldridge. Puts it up from 15. Valanciunas grabs the board. Anderson finds Clark. Back to Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies going into the break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Winslow. Then it's Jones. And it's Gutterich in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jones from outside. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Mills passes to Bellinelli. Outside, Walker. Bellinelli against Winslow. Kicks it out to Gay. Here's Pirtle. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Dishes it to Winslow. Here's Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Pass to Jones. He kicks to Valanciunas. Winslow dishes to Jones. Pass to Jackson. Puts it up from 15, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Grizzlies lead by 17. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Walker. Looking to end the run. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Memphis leading by 17. Outside, Jones. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Jones, the pass to Jackson. Valanciunas, and another basket for Memphis.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now Mills, and the pass to Gay. Down low. Rudy Gay on the wing. Kicks it to Bellinelli. He feeds it to Pirtle, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Jones. Then for the Spurs, DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. Spurs trail by 21. They double-team Walker. Murray, the pass to Pirtle. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Memphis.
Memphis moving it around. Pass to Jackson. Here's Melton. Back to Jackson. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Inside, here's Morant. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Grizzlies.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Valanciunas.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
First free throw is good. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Jackson. Josh Jackson's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Allen subbed in for Morant. Up top, Jang. He's covered by Zeller. Jang the pass to Jackson. Releases. Zeller grabs the board.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Walker dishes to Bellinelli. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Count it.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Allen surveying the D. For three. Misses the shot. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on TA. It's on.
Hey, Kevin.
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. We've got Russell. Also, Malik Beasley out there. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And for the Spurs, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Lyles out there at DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. And so it's San Antonio with it. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Forbes the pass to Murray. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That is his first foul of the game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Rosen dishes to Aldridge.
Well, with the size and the foot speed and the feel on the defensive end, you see how easily Towns can contest shots.
Here's the 3. Forbes with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Rob. And here we go. And stolen by Murray. And the Spurs pushing it up now from 12 feet out. And no good, trying to use the glass. Beasley outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here is Forbes. Murray outside. Now DeRozan. Banked in off the glass.
You simply cannot give DeMar DeRozan that kind of positioning. This guy has proven he loves getting inside and working his magic.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Russell. Finished off the break.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite-level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
And it's Russell missing. And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. And Russell gets it to go.
Well, in the open floor, D'Angelo Russell understands he can be special.
Are DeRozan on the wing, and they double up DeRozan. Back to Murray. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's a Kogi with the tip, and it's Towns on the follow.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Pass to Aldridge. Up again. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Russell kicks to Towns. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. It's White on the wing. To the paint. Tipped away. Here's Culver. Rebounded by the Spurs. Right side, White. From 13. And too long on the shot.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Pass to Layman. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marco Bellinelli picks one.
Yeah, easy call.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for San Antonio. Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Derek White. And it's Mills in at the 1.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Poeltl. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
White goes in, and he gets the bucket.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Culver passes to Noel. And it's Gay with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Passes to Mills. It's good. This game is all even. Mills has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Culver kicks to Johnson. Here's Reed. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Gay, that's good.
And this is an area where Gay is especially dangerous. A terrific mid-range scorer.
And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself. Accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Mills dishes to Poeltl. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Trey Lyles checked in for Poeltl. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Spurs trail by 3. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. Kicks it out to Beasley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Russell against Murray. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got 6.
An aggressive pick-and-roll player is D'Angelo Russell, and you can see he's just starting to figure it all out, guys.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Outside for Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Aldridge trying to break free. Murray, good.
Well, this is where DeMar DeRozan proves he is the real deal. Not only a skilled scorer, skilled at finding his teammates as well.
Beasley with a clean look. No good with the triple.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line, and he makes the first. And so Murray nails both of them. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Now the pass to Okogie. And it's Russell in the corner. Towns trying to get open, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Guys, just incredible concentration from the crafty guard. D'Angelo Russell, tough to stop.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 3. To the middle, here's Walker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Okogie misses. The Spurs have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Lyles with it. He's picked up by Russell. Shots good by Lyles. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Spurs have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Now here's DeRozan. He's guarded closely, and the shot is good.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Russell, pass to Beasley. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Beasley outside. Now the feed to Towns, and stolen by Aldridge. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way, and the dunk by Walker.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Towns. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what?
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at D'Angelo Russell, what a contribution.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the court for Minnesota, Malik Beasley out there with Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4.
Showing improvement on the defensive end. D'Angelo Russell using his speed to get after steals.
Here's Murray. A shot off that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Beasley. Yep, that one goes in there.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's DeRozan, and the rejection by Towns. And again, San Antonio turns it over. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And stolen by Aldridge. And DeRozan. Here we go. An easy 2 points on the layup. DeRozan's got 6 points.
How about this? As a defender, it's not easy to deal with DeMar DeRozan when he's driving to the window. This guy, through contact, potent as a finisher.
The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Culver. And that one drops for him.
There's a combination of size and agility that makes Culver a threat from the interior. This guy will find a way to create and get around the defense.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
And that one drops. Okogie's got 4 this quarter.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
They get a hand on it. Culver with the steal. Passes it to Reed. To the inside. It's stolen by Wiles. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Drains the jumper to finish the break. White's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Wiles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. For San Antonio, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Walker's checked in for San Antonio. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Russell, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Gay. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And Gay isn't easy to tie up, using his length and muscle to kind of power through the defense.
The Spurs have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Mills passes to Poeltl. Got a hand on it. Johnson surveying the floor. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Culver.
Boy, tough to finish with contact from that range. Shows what a determined scorer Jarrett Culver is.
Here's Bellinelli. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the basket by Johnson.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
1:12 left in the third quarter. Poeltl finds Mills. Back to Poeltl. Makes it off the glass. Poeltl's got 5 now.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Culver. Here's Reed. Back to Russell. Poeltl with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Walker's running. Here's Mills. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now it's a 6-point San Antonio lead. Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Out to the right wing. Russell with a wide-open look, and it's off from three-point range. And Walker's got the ball here for San Antonio. Mills passes to Gay. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Pirtle, and the layup falls. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Count that bucket.
You can see the vision and instincts of Jarrett Culver, able to spot the wide open man and hit him in rhythm.
And Bellinelli kicks to Walker. Here's Pirtle. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the footage...
And so it's San Antonio in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Gang and Aldridge are up front. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
I'll tell you, when DeRozan makes that kind of drive with authority, he's as explosive as anyone in this league.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. And it's sent back by Aldridge. DeRozan against Beasley. DeRozan dishes to Aldridge. Hernan Gomez against Murray. Aldridge rebounded by the Timberwolves. Okogie's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
The pass to Murray. Feeds it to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Johnson draws the double. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And there it is for him. Murray's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
Well, give DeMar DeRozan credit. This guy is unselfish, moving the basketball, just such a great teammate.
And here's Hernan Gomez outside.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Okogie. Johnson outside. Beasley against DeRozan. Johnson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here is Forbes, covered by Beasley. Outside DeRozan. Back to Aldridge. Good work there as it goes. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Timberwolves passing it around. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Russell.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And it's DeRozan missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. The kick out to Aldridge. over Beasley. Aldridge, good. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's DeRozan. The second effort. And Aldridge with the layup. Aldridge has got 10 points in just the second half.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Spurs.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Aldridge.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
The shot's good.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Lays it up off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The scene is being set here in Memphis, Tennessee at FedEx Forum. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, DA. Thank you so much. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Towns. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 slot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Morant outside. And stolen by Russell. Hernan Gomez kicks to Russell. Rebounded by Jackson.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Right side Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Towns. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Morant outside. Back to Winslow, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Russell passes to Beasley. The feed to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Pass to Valanciunas. Winslow with it. And there's the pass to Brooks. Back to Winslow. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Morant. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Russell. There's the lob to Towns. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant outside. Russell against Jackson. Over Russell. Out to Morant. Second chance shot. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, this is what Morant is out here to do. I mean, he's someone that takes pride in his ability to get buckets.
Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Valanciunas on the wing. Jackson fires the 3. It's Brooks on the wing. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Kicks it out to Beasley. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Daimler, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Jones, the pass to Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
To the middle. Here's Reed. Kicks it out to Johnson. Stolen by Anderson. Outside, Jones. Back to Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Johnson. Buries it down low. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Deflects the pass. Anderson outside. Pass to Clark. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Clark's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Johnson scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Jones looking for an opening. Anderson outside. Shoots from the elbow. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the summer.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Minnesota, Johnson is out there with Lehman. Then it's Culver, and it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Here's Johnson. It's Clark with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 6.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gio. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls, so Memphis ends up going with the new group. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Morant.
Yeah, full court, man-to-man defense here.
Brooks outside. Morant against Russell. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Off target from 3-point range.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Count it. Good.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Valanciunas passes to Brooks. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Out to Brooks for the three. Morant with another miss. The Timberwolves have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. For Memphis, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Down low. Left side Jackson. Morant outside. Memphis moving that ball around. 4 on the clock. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
Towns, no luck.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Winslow finds Jackson. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there, skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. To the paint. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Out left to the wing. Dishes to Jackson. Back to Brooks for 3. Here's Valanciunas. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Easily in the post. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Morant with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he makes both free throws. 9 seconds left in the first half. Clark outside. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Clark's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Memphis out in front, up by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Brandon Clark playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 12 points and 3 rebounds. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. And turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And that one's good. Morant.
With agile hands and precise timing, Brooks gets the fast break started with a quality defensive effort. Kevin, it's a sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense.
From past the arc, they get the rebound. Winslow kicks to Valanciunas. Morant passes to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. And another shot. Rebound, Minnesota.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Winslow finds Valanciunas. Back to Winslow. Morant outside. Inside. Here's Jackson. No good off the back of the rim.
And when you look at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yeah, Jay, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you ride him. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
Brooks misses.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
They get it back. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Morant. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Feeds to Valanciunas. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot 1 threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them at a decent clip.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
But yeah, Jay, he better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, an improved jump shot is key for him.
Here's Jones. 9 feet out. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Jones. Valanciunas has got 6.
Oh, the timing, the confidence. When Valanciunas takes and makes these shots, you know he's in the zone.
Johnson kicks to Culver. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Here's Layman, and the layup is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the inside, Melton hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Noel passes to Johnson. Here's Noel. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Outside, Jones. And the pass to Melton. Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 20 seconds left in the third. Up the floor. Johnson in the corner. Passes it to Noel. Back to Johnson. Here's Noel. To the middle. Stolen. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies lead by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Culver with the steal. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got James Johnson. Russell is out there with Culver. And it's Reed in at the 5 down low. Russell passes to Reed. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
I look at D'Angelo Russell. I mean, I admire what he's done to improve his game. Despite all the noise, D'Lo has gotten better each year since entering the league at just 19 years old.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Morant in for D'Anthony Melton.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one drops. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Morant with it. He feeds it to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, this is just being a good teammate. I mean, Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Pass to Culver. Back to Russell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Morant kicks to Anderson. Pass to Gutteridge. Shot clock at 6. Towns with the steal. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Gutteridge.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Clark with a wide open look. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Johnson. No good. That would have tied it. Memphis leading. Here's Gutteridge. Clark outside. That one a little long. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And taken away by Johnson. Culver with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Towns. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Minnesota making some changes. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Beasley in for Culver. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Down low. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Russell. Beasley's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Morant outside. The pass to Valanciunas, and here's Winslow. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell. It's good.
And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
Minnesota leading by 3. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves passing it around. Passes it to Okogie. Now, here is Russell. 6 to shoot. And Towns throws it down.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Valanciunas finds Morant. 1:09 left in the game. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Absolutely nails it. I mean, we talk about Morant having that it factor. Oh, come on. Makes the biggest play of the night.
Here's Towns. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jackson kicks to Winslow. On the wing, Jackson. Hernan Gomez covering. Offensive rebound. Jackson dishes to Brooks. A second chance effort. Misses at the rim. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Pass to Okogie. It's Beasley on the wing. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Now here's Morant. To take the lead. It's good!
Much more than just the perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Minnesota calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown San Antonio. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And for San Antonio, we've got Murray. DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2. 2 points, that one goes.
You know, for a sharpshooter like Forbes, guys, getting points inside can only help him be more effective on the perimeter. It actually adds a step to his quickness.
Now here's Winslow. Morant passes to Winslow. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Here's Murray. Over to the wing, to the paint. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
How about the athleticism from Valanciunas? Pours on the gas to ensure the finish in transition.
Winslow against DeRozan. Here is Forbes to the middle. Here's Lyles. And the rejection by Jackson. To the inside. Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Morant's got 5 now.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
There's the lob to Aldridge.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Brooks with the bounce pass. Out to Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Lyles. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 3. Here's Morant. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
White, he's checked in for San Antonio. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Murray. Inside. Out to White. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Now here's Morant following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Morant dishes to Winslow. Morant against Aldridge.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's White. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Murray outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. Here's Jackson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. For Memphis, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Outside, Walker, down low. Here's Gay. Tries yet again. Can't capitalize inside.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Jackson looking around. Now the pass to Anderson. Back to Jackson. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Spurs trail by 9. Inside, here's Gay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Memphis. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's the dish to Clark. Count that one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Mills. Makes it off the glass.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
No good on that one. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 7. And we'll be back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark, and it's Melton in at the shooting guard. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Jones in the post, covered by Mills. Back to Clark from 13. No good that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. And here comes the break. Here's Pirtle. Lays it up off the glass.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Back to Clark. And Pirtle sends it back. And he gets it back. Tries again. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Mills passes to Pirtle. Back to Mills. The feed to Pirtle. And the basket is good. Pirtle's got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Here's DeRozan. Brooks grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Back to Morant. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Winslow's checked in for Memphis. Morant against White. Pass to Wiles. To the wing on the left. 1:58 left to play here in the second quarter.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And, you know, he's not a big guy, but Forbes has added some muscle to his frame, and it came into play there. Nice job overpowering the defense on that possession.
To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And that's now 6 points for Valanciunas. Spurs trail by 7. White looking around. Passes to Lyles. 11 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls. Lyles got his first points in this one.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
Winslow finds Morant. He can't hit that time. Aldridge with some nice D. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. It's DeRozan with the drive. And DeRozan throws it down.
That is a DeRozan specialty there. Draw contact, convert, and then head to the line for a freebie. Not by accident. That's his plan.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Melton's checked in. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Valanciunas passes to Melton. And stolen by Aldridge. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Winslow. DeRozan's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jackson passes to Melton. There's the 3. Jackson misses. And DeRozan, here we go. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Memphis out in front. They're up by 2. And a chance now to... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Memphis came out looking very confident. Amped up and ready off the tip. They immediately went on an 11-. And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Aldridge, the pass to Lyles. He kicks to Forbes. Back to Lyles. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Back to Winslow. San Antonio with the rebound. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And Forbes kicks to Murray. The 10-footer. The putback. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
Jackson against Lyles. Jackson passes to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Electric in the air. There's a certain energy that Morant generates that others simply don't have.
Out to DeRozan. Pass to Murray. DeRozan against Winslow. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Memphis on the break. Winslow's running and finished off by Morant. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
A nice finish there. Morant taking advantage of the defense. Someone actively looking to score whenever he can.
To Lyles, to the paint. Here's Aldridge. And that one, good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Out to the wing. Valanciunas finds Morant. From outside, off the mark. The Spurs have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Now here's Brooks. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he gets it to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Aldridge. Here is Forbes. Brooks covering. And it's Aldridge missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Murray. He's off on that one. Excellent D that time from Jones. And stolen by White. The pass to Murray. Over Jones. Here's White. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Fast break Memphis. It's Jones on the wing. He's covered by Murray. White against Anderson. Tips it. And Clark is right there. Clark's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Spurs shooting not great, 40% for the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pirtle finds Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. It's Clark with the rebound. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Gutteridge for the pass to Clark. Pass to Gutteridge. Back to Clark. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. Resourceful. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Clark is out there with Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
Melton passes to Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
DeRozan against Anderson. Now here's DeRozan. He's covered closely.
You never have to worry about DeRozan going soft. I mean, when he gets inside, he's taking it strong to the rack.
To the inside. It's stolen by DeRozan. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Valanciunas. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
San Antonio making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Then for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Brandon Clark. Justice Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Shot is good, and the Memphis leads cut down to 9 in the bucket from DeMar DeRozan.
Well, you can see the excitement in DeRozan's eyes when he gets these opportunities. I mean, he's a knockdown threat from there.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Boy, I like the work Aldridge did there. Good hustle. Nice job getting good position.
Knocked loose. Winslow kicks to Morant. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Valanciunas with the ball, picked up by Aldridge. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. And Gay with a clear path to the hoop. The finish and the jam by Rudy Gay.
Mills plays with such great energy, and his activity on the defensive end allows him to muck things up, and you can take that ball away if you're not careful.
Outside for Jackson.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Murray comes in for Patty Mills. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Brooks checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
Tell you what, guys, you've got to be more aware of Murray there. When he's aggressive like that, he can cause problems.
Valanciunas, a rebound by the Spurs. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight. Gay against Jackson. Nobody near Gay. And it's Morant with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Winslow finds Morant. Now Valanciunas back to Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Morant against Murray. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. In the corner, Winslow with it. Brooks for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
It's good.
You know, he's really capable from the mid-range. And I think the more Murray shoots from there, the more of a threat he'll be and the more well-rounded offensively he'll be.
Walker dishes to Aldridge over Brooks. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Walker.
Aldridge never backs down in these big moments. A player who wants the ball in clutch situations.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Winslow the pass to Jackson. Morant the bounce pass. Jackson kicks to Winslow. And Jackson gets it to go.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like... A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got Lyles, also LaMarcus Aldridge out there. DeRozan out there with Murray, and it's Forbes in at the 2. And for Minnesota, Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Down low, Towns. It's hauled in by Lyles.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kev. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Clock at 6. It's tipped. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Passes to Lyles. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. DeRozan passes to Lyles. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Now here's DeRozan. It's Aldridge, high post. Pass to Lyles. Back to Aldridge. Sinks that one from the post.
LaMarcus Aldridge putting pressure on this defense, getting into the seams and making plays.
And one area I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit, shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation. DeMar DeRozan, so athletic, rising up to slam it home. Great finish.
And the dunk by Towns.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here's Murray. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's good, 2 points.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Hernangomez passes to Towns. Here's Beasley. Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Murray, and the Spurs scoring again.
A lot of teams bait Murray into taking this shot, and he obliges by knocking it down.
And stolen by Aldridge. Pushing it up. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Aldridge. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Murray against Russell. Murray, good.
Every time I see Murray, I'm reminded that he has a lot of moves around the cup.
To the middle, here's Okogie. Banked in off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Lyles inside. Hernangomez covering. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the paint. They swipe it. Here's Forbes. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. Murray outside. The pass to DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Make him foul you to stop you. DeRozan with the strength and vertical ability doing damage inside.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Mills in for Murray.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Gay passes to Pirtle. Out to DeRozan. Nice open look, but it's no good. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Mills. Rudy Gay is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Derek White. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Timberwolves trail by 4. Poked away, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pirtle finds Gay. Another shot, and he hits the jump shot. Gay's got his first basket.
High percentage look from mid-range. Rudy quick into the air and accurate from that distance.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And Bellinelli kicks to Gay. From the line. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Gay against Johnson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, you see right there, Rudy attacks and maintains focus. He is a load to contain.
That's good from Rudy Gay. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Walker the pass to Pirtle. And the shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Here's Layman, guarded by Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night, and he can't get the first one. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. Good on the 2nd free throw.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential.
but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
No good from Gay.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Johnson dishes to Culver. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Russell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work. I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. On the wing, Bellinelli dishes it to Walker. That shot off the mark. So Minnesota will take it the other way. It's Russell with the drive. So they take the lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
San Antonio trailing here. Here's Walker. Offensive rebound.
Great anticipation by Rudy Gay. That's a veteran move by a guy who knows how to create scoring opportunities.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Culver. Some solid defense from Gay.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pirtle kicks to White. Back to Pirtle. Out to White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by White. Gay's got 9 points in the quarter.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Outside, Russell to the right side.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Walker kicks to White. Pass to Gay. Tries it from 9. That one drops for him. And now a 4-point Spurs lead.
Nice play. Gay with the quickness to get in close and the size to close the deal.
Rudy Gay.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. During a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. The Spurs have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Russell.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Beasley left side. There's the lob to Towns.
And how about the efficiency from Towns. The shots he takes often fall well within the offensive game plan. And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Hernangomez passes to Towns. Here's Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Beasley's got his second bucket.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big man who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Fords the pass to Lyons. Moves back up. And the rejection by Towns. It's Beasley on the wing. Towns kicks to Hernangomez. Got a piece of it. Mills with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Murray. Great pass to set up the way in. And it's 6 points for DeJounte Murray.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Beasley. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Beasley's got 6.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And that one is good. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Mills passes to Aldridge. That one goes in.
Great balance and body control for a big. Aldridge powers through some pretty good defense there.
Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both good from the line that time.
The veteran guard, Patty Mills, has spent the majority of his career with the Spurs. Mills is a fantastic weapon off the bench.
Feeds to Gay. Culver with the steal. Reed the pass to Johnson. And stolen by Murray. In transition, here comes San Antonio. The feed now to Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
Some people claim that Aldridge is a finesse player, but he can get physical when he wants to.
Reed gets the bucket. Reeves got the lead back up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
DeRozan with it. He has 6. Charity stripe shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Murray's got 8.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Noel. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling has to be that he...
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Timberwolves ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for the Spurs, DeRozan out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's White. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walker in at the 2 spot. And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. Spurs trail by 3. Here's DeRozan. The shot's good.
DeMar DeRozan is so good when he has space to get out and get his legs moving on a break.
Inside, Layman, and that one is stuffed right through.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Beasley's checked in.
I mean, a terrific free throw shooter. DeRozan really pushes the action, looking to score and or get fouled.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
White dishes to Gay. He feeds it to Poeltl. Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Gay. Over in the corner, White. Clock at 4. Beasley with the steal. Passes it to Johnson. Back to Layman. Johnson outside. It's Beasley on the wing. Here's Reed. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Reeves got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. White the pass to Poeltl. Beasley with the steal. Pass to Layman. And Poeltl sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Poeltl. Wonderful timing right there.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Okogie comes in for Jake Layman. And San Antonio also making a switch. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for James Johnson. Russell passes to Beasley. Count the basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here is Forbes. Hernangomez covering. Gay kicks to Forbes. DeRozan on the wing. Towns with the defensive effort.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And the basket by Okogie.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Back to Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Towns with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Russell's running. There's the pass to Hernangomez. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Poeltl trying to get open. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Gay. Beasley outside. Towns. And Poeltl sends it back. One-on-one here. Here's Forbes. Kicks to Poeltl. He dishes it to Gay. Back to Poeltl. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just tremendous shooting from Poeltl. Love how he's not afraid of taking these kinds of shots.
Right side Towns. Stolen by Gay. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Walker looking for an opening. Pass to Poeltl. falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead. To the middle. Here's a Kogi. And Pirtle sends it back. They get it back. Stolen by Walker. And Walker with a clear path to the hoop by himself. And finished off by Walker.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
Gay outside.
Yes! That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Here's Towns. Count it.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Gay outside. Free throw line jump shot. The putback. Good.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes it to Towns. Beasley right side. Money! Big time bucket there.
And guys, you don't have to tell these fans how important that shot was.
San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside DeRozan. The kick out to Walker. Back to DeRozan. And stolen by Russell. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So the Timberwolves win the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Mills. DeRozan out there with Bellinelli. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Medu in at the center. Right wing. To the paint and stolen by Russell. Here's a Kogi. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
DeRozan's shot is off. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Now here's Murray. Defense is right there. Good on the bucket.
You won't see this young man turn down big shots. Murray believes in himself, and so does this team.
Good work there as it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Shots good by Mills.
That's a timely bucket. Mills with the good confidence in pressure situations.
Towns down low. To a Kogi. Beasley with the bounce pass. Here's Towns. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on DeRozan.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all. And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Medu. Lyle comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Patty Mills.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And the pass to Hernangomez. Here is Forbes, covered by Beasley. Forbes can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Back to Hernan Gomez. It's blocked. Here is Forbes. Covered by Beasley. The kick out to Aldridge. Pass to Lyles. Spurs working the ball around now. It's DeRozan with the drive. Back to Lyles. Just 3 to shoot to take the lead. Up again. It's good.
Huge shot. The calm, cool demeanor of Aldridge. Completely locked in there.
Russell passes to Towns. And here is Hernan Gomez. Here's Russell. Good!
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style.
A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Lyles. Got it!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Russell left side. Passes it to Okogie. It falls!
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Murray right side. To win it. Shot is good. But it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. Well, it's official. They will go to the replay. Well, it's no sure thing that he didn't get that shut off before the buzzer.